fight that guy.
That Jaggy's gonna run off once combat starts.
We'll see where it goes. He might have the heart of
a dog.
He might have the heart of a dog. At heart, he might just be a very carnivorous Labrador. Okay, so that is one fire put out. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the fires that I able to be put out. In the meantime, and speaking of fires and preparation and XYZ, Sam, Roar, you had time to make your defender. Have you, the player, had time to produce an image?
Unfortunately not. I know I have an initial rough sketch that I can pass over for tokenation. I just need to find it really quick. That's what I was just looking for.
Yeah. So that said, you could, if you like, you can use placeholder art, or I can take the sketch. Really, all I have to do is copy paste it into Tokenizer, and bang, it's a token. You have under pets a Steel Defender stat block. I don't know how your class differs from the regular Battlesmith. I know you had some homebrew stuff going on, but the stat block is functional. Its stats are based on your level in your stats. That's all programmed in, based on the Tasha stuff.
That works. I don't think we have anything extra beyond that.
Okay. Aside from like it knows telepathy or something. It has like a psychic link.
Right.
Right. Let's see. So under pets, there should be Steel Defender available to you. Nope. Fixing. Nope. Yeah. It says owner.
Yep. I have a placeholder right there.
Cool. So what you can do is when you click the stat block in your characters, your actors, once you've clicked it, it'll bring up its stats and bring up a portrait. If you click that portrait, it will bring you to the Tokenizer. You can copy and paste an image from elsewhere, pop it into there, and use a custom frame on it. We have frames that are the default ones that we used back in Roll20. There's also a bunch of other frames that are kind of not good. But if you want to make your token on the fly, you can do that. Right now, there's Doggo. I know he's not Doggo shaped though, so that's that.
I'll get working on that right now.
Cool beans. There should be plenty of time between rounds.
Oh yeah.
Once you do make a new icon, what you can do is right-click your Steel Defender in the actors list, and you can apply prototype token to scene tokens, and it should automatically change the token.
Cool. Back when I used to sketch every day, which was long ago.
Right-clicking on Incognitus and right-clicking on Leah have different little things that pop up.
Oh.
What's the little spy symbol?
Send Private Whisper.
Why can the Incognitus not send you whispers?
It's for you to send a Private Whisper to someone else.
What's the little hex?
That will automatically align you to a hex grid. That's a leftover from another mod that I'm currently not using.
The little fire symbol.
That is to produce light. If you have a light source, or if you are a light source like Alina is, you can click that and start producing light. Okay, so I think everyone's here. I think it's time to kick off a recording if we're doing recordings. And I think it's about time that we start preparing to do a recap. That sound cool?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Fantastic. So, last game we picked up during the evening, following some conversations in the camp, following some revelations and some explanations and some storytelling. I think we picked up with Karn and Rua. Rua had manifested and told Karn a story.
Yes, about the origins of the Koboloi who might be from beyond the stars, and some weird being caught in a blanket, and all kinds of weird stuff he doesn't quite understand.
Oh yeah, a lot of mythos happening there with that. You guys formulated a plan. Perhaps when you reach the ziggurat, she might be able to come out and lend insight into Koboloi-related things. And she asked you to try not to get dusted out there in the meantime, because kind of needs you around in order to be able to do that.
And Karn said that one thing he knows is that he's hard to kill.
Indeed.
As he flashes back to touching a planar rift and immediately dying.
Immediately dying. All right. So what else happened during the evening at camp?
Verdi got together a search party for the missing rangers. They were out for a few hours, managed to find Humphrey, who is a good boy. Found out that there are demon apes in the forest, and after killing a couple that had found them, they decided, after figuring out where they may be, they decided to head back to rest because it would do them no good to be exhausted and fight demons.
Honestly fair. I believe it was Lena who identified the demon in question. She had a very strong hunch and a critical success on a religion check.
Yes. She's eager to fight demons despite waking up feeling like her paladin powers are shoes on the wrong foot.
Yeah, you woke up with a sense of unease. Nothing quite feels totally natural. Very much like you were wearing someone else's shoes, or just the wrong shoes, or shoes on the wrong foot. It's an odd feeling not to have your inherent confidence. Nightmares and decisions will do that to you. Let's see. I believe Vanya formed a pact with Stratus.
Yes. He is her familiar by night, while Petal is her familiar by day.
Speaking of, it is day.
Yeah, things moved quickly.
Things escalated. So I'm assuming you are sticking with Stratus for the day stuff.
Yes. However, he's got a shady spot, and that is Frederick's ribcage.
All right.
Jackson. I'm sorry. Fred is the shield bearer.
Yes, he is with Jackson. You guys convinced Gallium to join you. It did not take much. You could not convince Bulgup to join you, but he did give you some insight into the Barlgora, the entity in question, the ape-like demon, whose malign influence seems to be causing some issues with the local undead. not undead, the local apes. Man, I get so used to being a one-trick pony. Let's see. So, early morning, you guys prepared your spells. You prepared to launch an offensive. You followed the river bend to make your way toward where this camp was, allegedly, based on Humphrey's directions. Verdi, you spotted, with Karn's aid, you spotted a wisp of smoke in the distance, and you identified it as a cook fire or a campfire or some other non-natural, non-wildfire marker. Roar, you banged right off the bank and with reckless abandon proceeded to speed your bike through the woods. There were some checks. There was some thumps. I think you deleted a couple of NFTs off the blockchain.
That was the end.
No harm done.
And that's where we ended game for that night. So, as you guys are kind of careening through the woods toward this location, I'm going to draw things back a little bit to just before you find the camp and ask Roar, who is at the helm. As you see this column of smoke approaching, and with the aid of your companions, with the rangers pointing out, hey, you're probably, several hundred meters away. What's going on in Roar's head? What is Roar's plan?
Roar's plan is
because of what
was described to him.
He just wants
to
go hellbent for leather, charge
towards the whatever camp thing that's happening,
and hopefully see the
Varl girl. Wow, I
I
used to be able to say this.
Varl
Gura,
and
at least get one quick run over hit
to
get it to hopefully knock it flat on its ass, so that
as they're passing over, he can start slowing down, and
all of the close fighters can
just
just jump down and wreck shit.
Okay. One moment. I have to clarify some rules real quick. Okay. I had to check a quick caveat about awarenesses and the such. And that is a passive perception. Are you driving your boat stealthily?
I'm going
or just stealth? Very, very quickly?
Just very, very quickly. Based on how I'm going,
I am not,
navigating to avoid trees, so I'm trying not to cause
huge bangs and scrapes and shit
as I'm going
through the forest.
But
I don't know if it's levitation and flight have an actual sound to them outside of any creaking that happens of the wood. That's DM choice from there.
All right, so you are currently going quickly through the woods. So we'll pull back into game here. You are at the helm, and you are pushing through the woods, and you find that there is a break in the tree line. You find a narrow stream that feeds a somewhat small pond off in the distance, and through the breaks in the trees, you start to see the signs of camp. You see signs of broken wood, cut logs, smashed, ramshackle fortifications. You see what appears to be, by just a glimpse, what looks to be a large and decorated tent with a flag on the side of it, and smaller, more ramshackle tents of more primitive design. As you careen through these woods, you find that many of the trees are quite tall. You don't have the amount of vertical clearance to go up and over them, so you decide to go through them. Already the party has succeeded on a dexterity check as you are kind of punching it, and tension within your group builds. Real quick, what is the maximum speed of your vehicle if you dash?
Working on double checking that right now.
Word. As you begin to punch it and push this thing even faster, weaving and dodging through trees, you see that the area before you rises in elevation. It's a tricky kind of complicated route to cut through the trees, but you do manage to see in the largest of the tents a shaggy orange-furred ape-like entity lumbers out, scratches themselves, takes a deep breath and a yawn. You see that their massive forearms are bound by these bronze and gold pitted manacles. Less bracers and more manacles. Upon their head, they wear this shining, pristine-looking crown, not quite a tiara, upon their brow. You see numerous cages are scattered about the area where there are humanoids tucked away inside. Among this large beast of a demon, there are, you see 4 very, very large, very, very muscular, white-furred, ape-like beings. Except they're wrong. They bear 4 arms each and stand vastly taller than their smaller great ape counterparts. They move with what appears to be apparent agitation in their attitudes, in their stature. And you find what is not quite a straightaway, but you know that if you punch it, and if you and your companions hold on tight, you should be able to ram at least the first of the white-furred gorilla-like entities, and possibly the creature behind it, the Baragura, if you can manage to get past it.
Okay.
So
the speed
of this thing is 360 feet per round before dash.
What?
Because I'm still floating in air and I'm using it for its air mode, even though it's lower to the ground. Its movement speed is 60 feet per second, which is 360 feet per round.
Every 10 seconds, right? Okay.
Every six seconds is 360 feet. So if I'm pushing it with a dash action, it's double that, so it'd be 720 feet in a single round.
Right. How much in a single turn?
720 feet.
720 feet. Single turn, 720 feet.
Sorry. How much in a single round?
That's what I just said.
Single round is 6 seconds. If I'm doing a dash with it, it's 720 feet.
That can't be right.
I'm pretty sure
That's
it's
6
60.
seconds.
It's 60 feet per round, right?
No, heat. In the thing,
it's actually labeled as 60 feet per second, and the boat move over 10 feet in elevation each round. 20 if dashing to a maximum elevation 40 feet.
Per second is
that should be per round, not per second. That's my mistake.
Okay.
Where's the?
That explains it. Yeah, because per second isn't D&D terminology.
That's why I was like.
I saw the wording. I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna
have to do math
because a round is 6 seconds. So that's what
took me a little bit first
to find it, then to do the math.
We really did become a speeder bike.
Okay, yeah, because that would be breakneck speed. So that's 60 feet before dashing?
Yeah, 60 feet before dashing.
Yeah, 60 feet before dashing.
Okay, so with the dash you can move 120 feet.
it's weird because the Earth movement you did specify 60 feet per round.
Yeah, that's me being a dingus.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna try something real stupid real quick. And this might break game, so bear with me.
Oh no.
How many of those tokens?
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wait, did you just try to mount us all on that boat?
Yes, I did.
You crazy bastard.
So starting from here, you proceed to punch it, and we're going to move 120 feet forward.
As everyone on the boat suddenly rocks and grabs hold of anything.
So on the first round, half the party has to catch up because shenanigans. You guys get about this far. During this time, I need everyone aboard to make a dexterity saving throw. You will get a +5 due to Lena's aura of protection.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, there's some shenanigans happening.
So it was a saving throw?
Yep, dex save.
I rolled twice for Jack, but the second one is Frederick.
Do I need to roll for the Jackie?
Yep. Should be able to double click it and roll.
I rolled twice because
last time we rolled at an advantage because of the fact that I'm holding on to the helm and have additional support for the
Checks
ship.
out. Makes sense to me.
Oh, poor Jackson.
6 on die. All right, so Jackson rolled a nat 1. So, where's Jackson? Jackson.
That was, I said the second one was Frederick, so it's actually Frederick, sorry. That does make a difference.
It does. So, as you cut close to these trees near the center, you hear a series of thumps boom, as the ship rocks. You hear a series of startled cries and the hollering of apes as the boat proceeds to trample 3 of these creatures lying in wait. Getting hit by a boat at that speed, I'm going to say that's a couple of D8s. This one gets pulped. And his companion fares no better. With a rock and a shudder and the spray of parts of ape, Frederick loses their footing and tumbles off the side of the ship. They land upon a pile of debris and suffer no damage. However, Vanya, you are short 1 passenger, 1 companion.
Frederick!
He rattles with discontentment. Let's see. At 50 feet away, I'm going to say that you are still moving fast enough that you can move one more turn worth without alerting the powers that be. You do see that a number of apes have turned in your direction, alerted to your presence, but their master has not yet seen you. Things are moving quick. Things are moving fast.
All right.
With that, I'm going to go straight up the guts and go to clip them, trying to get between the two big whiteys there.
Okay. So, I'm going to need a vehicle handling check. Are you, by any chance, proficient in vehicle handling?
Why, yes,
I do indeed have proficiency in ships. I got it
much earlier in the
campaign.
You can use your artificer's tool expertise to roll a ship check with dexterity.
Dexterity.
Okay, so tool check. Let me just use this.
And that'll be plus
it's double proficiency, so it'll be plus 8.
Right?
18. Right? 18's gonna be enough.
Awesome.
So, moving straight on through. A number of these creatures attempt to dive and dodge out of the way. This one fails and is knocked prone. This one manages to succeed. This one rolls a nat 1. Eat shit. This one here is going to try to swipe at the ship. Failing that, it's going to try to dodge out of the way. He's going to stand his ground as the ship manages to narrowly avoid one of the large white-furred apes. This one, likewise, will not be able to find purchase upon the ship. So, some damage. Alright, so you rough up a few of the apes who are standing guard. You narrowly avoid the two white-furred gorilla-like creatures, and you attempt to drive the front end of the boat into Lord Balrogora, catching him off guard. What is this? Let's see. Roar, what is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is
16.
16, so he's going to roll dex check versus your spell save. And only rolls a 14. You knock him prone with a growl and a thump.
Then, as I
slide on over him, I'd like to actually position the ship.
Why is it not doing it? Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Try it
showing up at first.
Because
I would have tried to avoid the tent just in case someone was in there.
And
And I'll just call out to everyone.
all out,
Fuck shit up.
Karn.
A fine battle cry.
So as they're heading out, and Bonjay is gonna call out, "What magic type do you guys use?" Karn.
Roar is confused
by Karn is just saying Karn and not actually answering.
He's
Alright,
clinging
I'm
to
gonna
the
hide
side of
ship
the
for
boat.
now.
Do they have time for an action before they leap into the fray?
I'm gonna say you guys get a surprise round. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let me toss you guys over onto the boat. You didn't all mount for some reason. Probably because the boat's too small.
I have a feeling that Leah's going to be casting Moonbeam and keeping it squarely on the orange one.
I have a feeling that Alina's gonna
That's-
get real crispy from that moonbeam.
I was going to say there's a lot of close range fighters that are going to be in that radius.
I'm pretty sure Moonbeam is either the size of that token or smaller than that token.
It's the size of that.
It's the size of that token.
It's a 5-foot radius.
It's a 5-foot radius.
So this is where I say that Alina's whole thing was she's gonna pop Radiant Soul and then try to tackle the demon as they came by on the ship and bashed him.
So Alina is going to pop Radiant Soul and attempt to dive bomb the prone Belladora.
Like a weird missile, yes.
Weird missile. All right.
She is a
Should we
nuke.
roll for initiative just to see?
Yeah, might be a good idea.
Yeah, you know what? Everybody roll for initiative. We'll skip the first round and treat it as your thingamajig round.
Surprise.
That's the one.
What? Why? Why are you doing this to me, game?
Ooh, initiative 20. Well, not me, but Birdie got one.
Yeah, I got a nat 20 on initiative.
The fuck?
A 4.
Holy shit.
She might be taking some radiant damage.
Why is that not working now?
Okay, no, I've just been adding people to combat without actually rolling.
Where's me?
I thought there was a button I could just press and it would roll initiative for him.
Yeah, I don't. Oh, okay. So it's on the right, but it's
It's hiding.
yeah.
Did I roll multiple times or just once?
Where is it hiding?
It's on the not started thing. It's hold on. Let me screenshot.
Right of your HP.
Yoshida, me. Okay, make sure I'm showing multiple times. So I managed to get it to work once. Whatever.
Oh, you got it.
No, that was
If you'd like, you can roll real dice and I can just punch your number in.
I can always roll off their character sheets, but I was just curious
That works
if there
too.
was a quicker way to
Yeah,
get off the
so
top.
on the if you're in the combat window, the combat tracker, there's your token, there's your HP, and right of your HP, it's hiding for some reason.
Okay. I think I've got one more skeleton to roll for, and I assume Stratus moves after Vanya.
Yep, Stratus takes his turn after yours.
Where'd my other skeleton go?
Frederick's down in the bushes.
Yeah, he fell off the boat.
I have two of them.
Yeah, one's
on the tent.
Oh. He was blended.
Like that.
Vanya gets a nat 20 on initiative, and Jackson gets a 1.
Hell yeah.
Stratus will be. Stratus is piloting Jackson. Holy shit, Karn actually did well.
Hell yeah.
I'm very excited by that.
All right, so surprise round. We got Verdi. Verdi, you can choose to prepare an action, take an action, try to get the jump on one of these guys. You see that you've been seen, but they are flat-footed. They are scrambling to reach your location.
I'm gonna shoot at the big asshole that's orange and blue.
All right, the big Balgura. So he is kind of on the ground, rolling forward, already starting to right himself. It seems like the boat has scuffed him slightly, but his thick, muscular, durable body seems no worse for the wear.
Yeah, we want him down. Alright, I'm gonna attack him. Uh, 27 hit.
27's gonna hit.
Alright. That is 12 radiant damage.
All right. An arrow of radiant light shoots into his massive shoulder, which he raises to meet the arrow before it reaches his head. He flinches back as the flame erupts around his form, snarls and glances in your direction, and as his eyes look upon you, you see those little red pinpricks of light. It belies a certain intelligence you weren't expecting. You hear in your mind.
What?
Clever. Very clever.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
No.
Yep, I just got booted. Motherfucker.
Does a 16 hit?
It's gonna miss.
Alright.
I'll take my time feasting on your marrow. As he begins to roll forward, not yet standing, he seems unfazed. That's it for Verdi. Frederick is up.
He's running.
Frederick is running.
Ka-chunk, 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 ka-chunk.
Frederick is going to move he can move 20 feet because he's wielding a massively heavy shield. 40 feet if he dashes.
Yep.
So, as he makes noise, ka-chunk, 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 running forward, you see a number of apes are alerted to his presence. The bushes nearby rustle as one of the massive white-furred Giralons lifts up a branch to peer at Frederick. Karn, you're up.
Okay. So Karn is going to haul himself up from his crouch and raise a hand to the middle of the field.
Are you fucking kidding me?
And the wind will start to pick up. The trees will begin to rustle. A faint tremor runs through the ground. And I think Mbanje will probably feel a tremor in the green as Karn narrows his eyes. You do not belong. The green will not have you here. And I'm going to cast Wrath of Nature.
Wrath of Nature. Go for it.
All right, and I gotta put a box down, so I'm gonna put a box down.
You can choose a spread past trees, rocks, and grass teams. Let's see.
I'm gonna target this area.
Okay.
So for all of my enemies, that is all difficult terrain.
Okay.
And then I have stuff I can do on my turn. So
Okay.
that was my action.
Is difficult terrain for your enemies.
Yes.
Fantastic. Roots and vines. Wow, that's insane. Okay, cool.
This feels very much like a 5th level spell. So that was my action. So I can now use my bonus action and a rock is just going to hurl itself up from the ground. And there's a lot of guys here, and that big guy is big, so I think I'm going to start focusing on trying to take down the little guy. So I'm going to target one of the apes. Let's target this guy down here.
All right, you can actually target it with the target button.
Hey, range spell attack against the target.
All right. So that's a D20 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Oh, that was bad. Yeah, that is 8 plus 4, 12.
That's going to be on the money.
Oh,
have an AC of 12. Are you attacking one that's prone? Doesn't matter. It's a spell attack, not an arrow.
This guy is standing.
Okay. And you deal 4 damage? No, that's not right. How much damage you do?
3d8. 3d8. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Wow. There's a whole lot of landing the exact numbers today. You ping it between the eyes, and it falls over dead.
And then at the end of my turn, I can make the roots and vines start to rise up. So this big guy is currently prone?
Currently prone.
Oh, he's probably good at strength. Let's find out how strong he is. I'm going to attempt to bind him to the ground, so he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay.
DC is 16.
His muscles flex and bulge as he begins to tear roots and dirt and stone from the ground. Your vines latch on and lash and dig into his flesh, and he begins to wear them like elaborate decorations. But there's no sign of him stopping.
Good to know. With that done, Karn is going to hop off the boat. How far of a fall is it to the ground next to where he is?
You can land without getting hurt. It's like 5 feet.
Perfect. He's going to hop off the boat, and spear in hand, he is going to start pawing at the ground with his feet as some of his mechanical plates start to shift slightly in preparation.
Okay, so as you call out your challenge and summon the power of the green and start hurling rocks and showing your force, your display of magic, the Barlgora's eyes light with flame, and you hear in your mind this banging, rattling, echoing voice, which is oddly calm despite its volume. The green cares only for the strong, the strength of those who will take it.
I am Karn.
We shall see. All right, after Karn, we have Vanya. It's a niche marathon.
Oh, shit.
Which is kind of good, because knowing what's going to happen, your mom's going to call after this.
Oh, yeah, she told me to pick her up at 9.
Oh, pick her up
Oh,
at
nice.
9. All right.
So I have time to get my initial round off.
Sweet.
This is a lot of giant apes. This is more than what Vanya expected.
No, this is fun. This is adventuring. This is what Ferdy warned you about.
So, Vanya, as I do a quick check.
Banish.
She does not have banishment.
Oh, shit, dude.
And a lot of her stuff is concentration. But that isn't concentration. What's the 30-foot cube? Okay. I could probably start off with this ability then. Yeah. I think she's going to start off with Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay.
Okay, let's get this down. Hypnotic Pattern. I gotta place a cube. Where can I do the most damage here?
There we go. Liz has my shit.
Twisting pattern colors that moves through the air instead of a 30-foot cube within range. Alright, so it's just going to be the creatures within the cube that actually see it.
Yeah, so I place down this cube. And that should hit pretty much everyone that's close to us.
Alright, so they have to make wisdom saving throws?
Wisdom saving throw. DC 16.
Okay.
Why do you leave me like that?
And are they stunned or?
They are incapacitated.
Incapacitated?
They are charmed, incapacitated, and have a speed of 0.
They stare at the pretty lights.
Yep. And that's going to be it for Vanya. She's going to stay on the boat. Quick note on Stratus. He's going to poke his head out from Jackson's armor, see what's going on down below, and immediately cast False Life on himself.
Okay.
I don't know why that went twice.
Let's make me a roll refresh.
So, Stratus is like, oh, this is quite a lot, isn't it? Summons this cold, necrotic energy about himself and fortifies himself.
So, he's just going to chill out there.
All right.
And that's it for Vanya and Stratus.
All right. So next up we have Incognitus.
Yep. I don't know where I am particularly on the boat, but I'm gonna enter the hammer hand stance and charge in. Go for right there.
All right. You start leaping over your companions and muscling through. You get your stance ready, and he is prone on the ground, kind of sitting, pulling small vines off of himself. Glances in your direction for but a moment and immediately dismisses you.
Gonna Warhammer this bitch.
21 hits.
And since he's prone, not that it matters, because 21 hits better than 9. And I'm going to shift him 1 square.
Okay.
Probably. Let's go 1 square directly into the bluish green square. So
Alright.
let's go this way.
So he gets bumped. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Did it not
As you
do
kind of... Oh, you got to click again to do damage. Alright, so...
that? Why did it
Are you-
double?
Are you two-fisting it or one-fisting it? You got a shield up and using your hammer?
Yeah.
Okay, so... Yeah, the second one is the versatile damage. So this is D8 plus 4, so 6 damage total. As you would crack him in the ribs and send him tumbling to the side.
And shift down 1.
Shift down 1?
Yep. Well, no, I shift
Alright.
down 1.
You shift down 1 into his space.
Into where he was, yes.
Gotcha.
And next, I'm going to whack him again.
Alright.
Where's the one that does everything? This one? There we go. 24 hits.
24 is going to hit.
I was going to say he's still prone, so advantage, right?
Yep. You might crit. Nope.
Nope.
For 10 points of bludgeoning damage, you wallop him.
And I'm going to
Crack
shift him down 1 diagonally towards the white fellow. Yep, and I'm going to follow.
Alright, so you whack him
Great, now
once.
I can't do it
He
with
turns
the-
his attention toward you as you kind of just shift him across the ground, half turning him.
Yeah, that's
half
what
twisting
happens.
him. And
Actually, I still can.
the second time, you crack him
That's why
across
it's a
the face.
cooperative
with a-
game.
Hmm?
One of his tusks is
It's a
slightly cracked.
cooperative game.
And blood, black ichor spittle.
Us
is
melee
beginning
people
to
are gonna
form
melee.
At the corner of his lip. He looks upon you now, finally noticing you, and takes a brutal action. One of the nearby apes seizes and begins to spasm on the ground as they are stunned. Demonic energy siphoned away from its body, fueling Megramos' attack. Though prone on the ground, he snaps and attempts to lunge and bite at you. He is prone, so he's attacking at disadvantage. A set of massive jowls very nearly bites into your shoulder as you are side by side, face to face with this entity, very narrowly missing being chomped on by its enormous maw. Typically, I would save your kind for later, but I don't think you'll make good stock. You'll make a better meal.
Incognito just kind of shrugs. Gotta win the fight first.
Gallium is up. Gallium will charge. Gallium will hit. With the Warhammer in hand. Oh, he's rolling at advantage because prone. That's okay. That's a lot better.
It says not. Why does it say not started?
He follows suit, smashing against the side of Megramos.
Because he hasn't actually
the side
started
of
combat yet.
Oh,
Against the side of the Barogura's face.
We're still in the surprise round.
His mace lighting up momentarily with a hot
that's
red
why I
light.
don't see him.
He pulls back again and attempts to make another swing. Today, we are hunting demons. He swings again, attempting to strike the beast across the face. The Balgura lifts up one of its massive forearms, taking the blunt of the blow. For a moment, it pauses and looks at the metallic companion of yours. And there's silence between the two. Roar, you are up.
Cool. So how much of what
how
you
much
see in the scene
of what you see in the scene actually exists? Is it like everything, or is it limitation?
In reference to what? The
anvil
the
behind
furniture.
The anvil.
There is an anvil over there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
There appears to be an
Um,
anvil, a hammer. Some kind of war effort appears to be happening here.
Okay, then
Roar's going to thrust out his
right
right
hand, which
hand,
has the ring of
which has the ring of
telekinesis
telekinesis on it.
He's going to
Focus
on that anvil,
focus on that anvil, and he's going to launch it.
Just
Just taking full control of it, whip it across, and try to slam it on the prone motherfucker's face, and then hold it
Okay.
there.
Let's see. Roll a range spell attack.
this back up here.
Close on me.
Close on me.
Unless telekinesis has specific rules for bludgeoning stuff.
It doesn't have any specific rules.
It doesn't have any specific rules. It's literally I move an object at will to the location I want it to be moved to.
Got it.
So that's why I want.
So that's why I want like
sure.
I don't
Spell attack.
sure spell attack.
Well,
my actions list. Let's see if that actually loads now.
Nope.
Nope.
I'll just
use.
I'm gonna use Firebolt since that's.
I'm gonna use Firebolt
just
since that's just another spell attack.
So
21.
21. 21 is going to hit. Have some quick things. We're going to say that the anvil is not more than 1,000 pounds, because that would be cruel.
Yeah, no, most of them tend to be somewhere
in the like
200
to 400 range, depending on the size.
Alright, so...
That anvil is fairly big. It's almost the size of a human, so...
Yeah, it's a pretty big anvil, so you do find yourself struggling slightly with it. It's at the upper limit of what telekinesis can handle. It's wrought iron, and it's huge. Which means it's going to do huge damage. Go ahead and roll 4d8.
Apparently,
only 4.
So, you see this dude get smacked across the face a couple times, boom, 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 as your anvil slams into the side of its face and stops flat. It falls to the ground, as per catapult rules. Momentarily, you lose grip of it. As it falls off of the Balrogura's face, its left tusk is completely removed, and the side of its floppy-lipped maw is now trickling black blood. There is no place for machine men in the order. You serve no purpose, empty calories and gadgetry. You will be dismantled. Mind.
I'll just shrug.
And I'll call out to Everard. Rend.
Let me move my character.
All right, Everard lumbers forward, vaguely humanoid in shape, loping as they rear back and rake their fist across the creature's face. 18's going to hit.
I'm going to empower his damage with Arcane Jolt.
Why didn't it roll damage with the attack? Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
I
can hit it manually.
There's
damage, and then Arcane.
Oh,
you're rolling with advantage.
Oh, good point.
I forgot about that.
Can you crit?
What? No.
No. It's
better roll.
But...
So, 7 force damage and 9. Okay.
Yeah, it's
16 force damage. Just the. Double checking the.
Yeah, it was
when you
force damage. So yeah,
extra force damage. So yeah, 16 force damage to him,
and
that will be my turn.
All right. The Barogura is going to take another brutal action as one of the apes nearby. It's stunned. Clasps its chest and writhes on the ground. It seems to siphon some kind of energy from its minions, causing them to seize and flail with immense pain as it reaches out with incredible speed to try to swat and pound its massive fists into Everard. Disadvantage. That 26 is going to be an 11. So it swats, but Everard proves to be too dexterous.
Yay! Yay!
Where is Everard?
Leah, you are up. And Banjay, you are on deck.
I don't see your minion on the map.
He looks like a dog right now. Move this token around to see where I can place it. Because... there?
You cast Moonbeam.
I haven't cast it yet. I'm seeing where it goes because things are don't seem to be quite in the...
You prepare to cast Moonbeam.
No, I'm going to end up casting it right there because that catches...
2 dudes.
Two dudes, and it gives plenty of melee space for the melees.
Hey, that works.
I'm going to cast it at 4th level. Do not place a template. I've got a template.
It's a DC 16 Constitution saving throw. Alright, so you can roll damage on the next turn. Or you can... Would you like to roll damage now, or roll damage for each fail?
Roll damage now.
Okay. So just... Holy shit. Hold on to that number. Jeez Louise. Well, this is going to go quick.
I'm casting by 2 levels, so it better be decent.
That works. Alright, so upcast, you call upon the power of physic, and the sky seems to just open up as this pale beam of moonlight shoots down from above. It catches the Barlgura and its prone companion, who is currently stunned on the ground. Or incapacitated, rather. You hear in the back of your mind, it will not help you.
I'm gonna pop off the boat just a little bit, so like I'm in the same square, but not on the boat because.
Sure.
Rather than be on something big and on top in view, partial cover.
All right. So Biff, you are up. Alina, you are on deck.
All right. And Banja first. I want to double check these squares that are on the ground, their effects. What's the small one do?
The small one, that's already come and gone, I believe. Okay. That was Hypnotic Pattern. So that just caught the apes in a haze of incapacitity.
All right. And the big one?
The big one appears to be difficult terrain, but it does not seem to be affecting your allies.
Okay. Cool. Then Mbanje is going to, all this time has been sizing things up, focuses on the rear and casts Confusion.
Okay. $10-foot radius sphere. All right, that should allow you to... Oh, there we go. So you catch... Oh, you catch a couple of them. So it's a DC 14 Wisdom. Well, that one's already dead. So you managed to catch 3 of them, and they are confused. You feel your spell take hold.
At its next time, or on their
turn, I got to roll a d8, and they got to make a save after their turn.
My sheet did something funny. Confusion behavior. When's that roll? Okay, first the D10 to determine what it does. So
yep.
Okay. So that's that. Biff still has brazen clout, so he will jump off the ship, run and jump off the ship. and from at that point, enlarge in midair.
Okay. You call upon the power of Brazen Cloud, and you feel yourself filled with this intense heat.
Am I able to make my dude bigger? We'll just worry about that in the background. Um, for what's the word? Bonus attack, a bonus. He's going to activate his which stone was it? The the lightning stone.
Lightning Stone, got it. So you tap the glittering citrine, which then crackles with electric yellow energy. Your fists begin to sparkle and lash out with this these little lightning bolts that rack across your body, start to travel across the ground nearby. So it's action, bonus action, movement.
Indeed.
All right, Alina, you are up. Jackson is on deck.
I like Biff just jumps in like, fight someone your own size.
Exactly.
Oh.
Biff is now your opponent.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop Radiant Soul, so that's active.
All right, you begin to glow with radiant light.
And I'm gonna do some bargaining with the DM. I will leave it up to you, because I want to move here, but it's it's 5 feet more movement than I actually have. I will give you HP or advantage on the next attack against me.
Oh, no, yeah. Roll as you overexert yourself and begin to propel yourself with radiant power, you tap into the very magic of your blood. Roll a hit die and subtract it from your total. You lose
Fantastic.
the HP and you lose the hit die.
Sounds good. Ten hit points. All right.
All right. You feel yourself. Some of your muscles begin to shudder, and you feel a strain, not a physical one. As you burst into the air and dive bomb and land, you feel a presence in your mind. You are not what you appear to be. Interesting.
I'm gonna wail on this 4-armed monkey in front of me while glancing at these cages, but I'm not even gonna roll for it because, I mean, it's Alina.
Okay.
She sees a cage.
Oh, wow, it stays confused even when you attack it?
Apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that spell. Fuck that spell. So you're rolling at advantage because he's confused. So you can roll
Good.
an 18. An 18's gonna hit.
And my Radiant
So
Soul
doing 10.
damage.
It equals your level, so -7.
I think so, because this sheet for some reason does not include my level number. So 7.
Yep, you're level 7 paladin. All right, so you crack this thing across the side, and it lights up with a radiant light. It lets out a grunt, but it is still dazed, still confused.
Yeah, 10 bludgeoning, 10 radiant, and I'll hit it again. It's a
That's
natural
gonna be a
20.
crit. One in the pool. So that is 19 points of bludgeoning.
Yes, I think so. Sorry, the math is hard. And it's doing weird shit. It's 2d8, so that's 16. Plus 7. For my Radiant Soul. Do I get that every attack?
I think it's every attack. 1 minute. Actually, when you attack it... Yeah, damage with the spell. So you quickly whittle through this thing's ability to fight. You crack it across the side of the head. You crack it across the back. And you see, like its shoulder bone starting to poke out of the skin. You see that its breathing is labored as it sways and stares off, confused.
Okay, I didn't calculate all my damage. Sorry. 7... plus... Sorry, it rolls crits weird, and it's confusing me. Uh, 8 plus 3... So 8 plus 6 is 15? No. 8 plus 6 is 14.
14.
So 14 bludgeoning.
So it was 14 bludgeoning to begin with?
Yep.
All right.
And then... 8 plus 7 is 15. Plus 3 is 18 points of radiant.
Okay, so instead of just wounding it, you kill it.
And that's everything.
All right. So, we're finally going to begin combat. Yay! All right, Verdi, you are up.
All right, I'm gonna knock 2 more arrows at Big McLarge Fart.
Okay. So he is prone, so this is at disadvantage.
Oh, so... Oh, I get disadvantage because of my
You
arrow?
get disadvantage, yeah.
Ah.
Ranged weapon attacks against a prone target are at advantage.
Shit.
So he's moving around on the floor, he's rolling.
Okay. Is it 15 hit?
15's not going to do it.
Alright,
One of your arrows flies wide.
I'm gonna try again. Oh, well, those don't hit either, because that was a 4 on die.
So 2 arrows whiz past. You hear a chuckle in the back of your mind, but nothing else. An ape bursts through the thicket. Cannot reach an ally. He moves into the area of difficult terrain and finds himself unable to move any further than here. Let's see here. There's a lot of rocks on the floor. It picks up a rock and hurls it at Biff's head. Does a 14 hit your AC, Biff?
It does not.
Does not. Rock goes wide. This guy. So he is stunned from the hypnotic pattern. Hypnotic pattern, I believe, at the end of his turn, he can attempt to get out of it.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so he's going to make
That's
a...
what it said.
Was it a whiz save?
I believe it has to make a wisdom DC 16.
All right, it does not make the wisdom save.
Good.
It remains stunned.
Wonderful.
Okay. From the distance, Frederick hears a howl as one of the apes bursts out of the tree line. It begins to charge forward. It's going to try to leap across the river. It'll make an athletics check. It's going to succeed an athletics check as it bounds and takes a dash action to get just a little bit closer to the fight. Frederick is up. Frederick is surrounded by enemies, but Alina's nearby.
Frederick has a bow and arrow, right? I think Niche said that.
Yes.
Alright,
Short bow, yeah?
I'm gonna have Frederick use that short bow against the monkey that's approaching. Down here.
This guy over here? Oh, the one that's approaching. Go for it.
Yeah, I don't have any access to anything, though, because you didn't give me
Oh,
access.
hold on.
So I was hoping you'd just roll for me.
Hey, you know what? I can do that. 15's gonna hit. 5's gonna hurt. The monkey takes a blow to the chest as it staggers and looks at Frederick with baleful eyes. Does Frederick move or hold his ground?
I'm gonna have Frederick move. Up next to Alina. To, I don't know, give her support.
Okay, so he has a special quality. Frederick stands his ground and takes the massive shield off his back, puts it into the ground, and begins defending Alina. Alina, you have half cover from attacks coming from Frederick's direction. Karn is up.
Alright, so Karn is going to turn into an ankylosaur.
Okay. I hope I have one.
And his element is going to be acid.
Acidsaurus. Alright, so you'll have to hold on to that information.
Yep, I got that. He wrote it all in IM, so.
Radical. If you're using real dice, this should be A-OK, easy peasy. Oh, he's very big.
He is. Man, where can he go? He can... Ooh. You know what? I'm gonna have him swing his tail at the closest big white gorilla.
Alright. He will swing tail. I'm going to roll dice. There should be some additional modifiers added to it.
Hey,
just let me know what those
I know.
modifiers are.
It's fireworks, buddy. I'm
Alright, so you
sorry.
rolled a 21 to hit. For 17
I know.
points
Stop.
of bludgeoning damage. Holy shit.
I know, buddy.
And I think acid damage with it, too?
Alright, you have it written down, right?
It's... I no.
I thought you said Mitch wrote down all the stuff for you.
No, he told me what to do. He didn't tell me. He didn't give me all the
It
specs.
sounds like he wrote down all the call-outs, not the abilities.
Yeah.
Cool. I think I learned
Shush.
someone else's character sheet real quick. Fucking Mitch.
We'll probably only do this for one round, and then we'll be back to normal.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say it's 2d4 acid damage. Fuck it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You can yell at me later. That's what you get for having a mom. 6 points of acid damage. It begins to howl as its fur sizzles.
Alright.
Karn is done.
I think that, yeah, that ends his turn.
That's it for Karn. Giralon number 1. Oh, yeah.
Where'd Vanya go? Vanya's not on the turn order.
Where's Vanya?
Vanya's not on the map.
Yeah, Vanya got removed, but Vanya was immediately after Karn.
Give me a sec.
Sure.
Oh, I'm not casting because I didn't push the button.
She was
Okay.
right after Karn.
Alright, one moment.
Stop.
There we go. Oh, perfect. I'll just put her right here. Right. Because there was one creature that goes before.
And nobody.
This
No.
Giramon
God damn
heals
it.
from the rush. It was to charge forward. It's gonna be a dash action to get here. Confusion only lasts for like a second, right? It's not a persistent AoE.
Confused. Yeah, just a second.
I'll delete this tile. This guy uses a bonus action. He's going to use a bonus action to move toward a hostile. You know what? It's going to use its bonus action to double move, which puts it next to Alina, and it is going to attack the fuck out of Alina.
Wait, did you roll the D? Did you roll the D10? Oh.
Different monkey. Alina killed that one. This one just jumped out of the bush to attack you guys.
Okay.
Double check some so that's 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, he has just enough movement speed to get there. And he is going to reach back and attempt to claw multiple times at Alina. 10's not going to hit. Swings again. Does a 24 hit your AC?
It does. Does half cover give me anything, or is Frederick in the wrong direction?
I will... Yes, he's giving you half cover.
I think that adds like 5 to my AC.
I think you're right. So does 24 beat your AC plus 5?
Ha! Guess what? Meets it, beats it. So yeah, I get hit.
Alrighty, he's going to wallop you for 10 points of slashing damage. Finding its claws, finding purchase, it's going to rear back and attempt to bite you. For 24.
That's the same as the last one.
Alright. You take 8 points of piercing damage as it growls, maw covered in blood, and it beats its chest. It's going to be its turn. Okay, Vanya is up.
Alright, so my instructions is using a bonus action to use Quicken Spell for Mind Sliver.
Okay.
On the big guy. The
Okay.
main boss.
Alright, so she'll use a bonus action to cast Mind Sliver.
And her action is gonna be Ray of Enfeeblement.
Nice. Okay, one moment. Alright, so he has to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw. He is a demon. So, things are going to happen here.
Well, Mind Sliver, I think, what... Doesn't it, disadvantage or something? There we
So,
go.
you drive a disorienting spike of psychic energy into the mind of one creature. It must succeed on doing this psychic damage, subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw. Okay. So he is going to make a intelligence saving throw. So, she reaches out and weaves her magic, fueling it with the power of her sorceress blood, and feels pressure push back. Where a sliver of psychic energy should have splintered his mind in two, she feels a pressure between her eyes. He glowers in her direction, red eyes burning, as the spell takes no effect.
Alright, well, I'm gonna try Enfeeblement, Ray of Enfeeblement anyway.
Ray of Enfeeblement, let's do it. Second level, 3 slots, cast spell. It is a spell attack. She rolls a crit 1. So
There's none in the pool, right?
there's one in the pool. Do you guys agree to use
Let's
the pool?
eat it. Let's eat the one
Yeah.
in the pool.
Okay. This time she redoubles her effort, wrings her hands, the skin of her fingernails pulling back ever so slightly as she summons that anger and bitterness inside. Forces the spell to take hold. He has to make a... On a hit, the target deals only half damage with weapon attacks that use strength until the spell ends. On the end, he can make a Constitution saving throw. So he grows a little slack. This is not ideal. Half damage on his attacks. Wow. That's rough.
Alright, and Stratus will do nothing. He will continue to be hiding inside of that skeleton, so that will end her turn.
Alright. Next up, there's a hidden ape somewhere. Next up is Incognitus. Incognitus, you are up.
Indeed, I am up. Swap stances? Nah, I'll stay in the stance, even though I don't really need either of the bonuses. You know what? How dangerous do I want to live?
Yes.
I also love to live dangerously.
Is this monkey down here that's menacing Alina?
It is wailing on Alina. Alina's getting fucked up.
Has it taken any damage?
It has not. It looks fit and firm.
You know what? I'm gonna swap to the cleaving. The right name.
Bonus action to swap your stances.
Yeah, cleaving assault.
Cleaving assault.
Pop 1, 2, not leaving his threatened space, but now facing both of them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna wail on him and assign my con damage at Pale Boy down there.
Okay. Roll with advantage because you were attacking with Alina. 20 is gonna hit. Roll damage.
Oh no, this guy's still prone, so he's advantage.
Oh, you're attacking him. 20 is gonna hit him, yeah. Okay, so 8
but
points
I'm
of
going to
bludgeoning.
assign the 4 damage from cleaving to the Pale Boy.
To Pale Boy.
Make sure
That's full con. All right. So your hammer scuffs against the side of the Baraldura, cleaving into the skin as it carries forward the momentum and cracks against the back of the one next to him, dealing some small damage to him. You have damaged him. He snaps out of the... No, he's no longer incapacitated. He comes to, but he's still confused.
It's this one that's wailing on Alina that gets the 4 damage.
Okay, so you're doing like a roundhouse.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not based with the one that's under the moonbeam.
Gotcha. 1 sec. Alright, so he remains incapacitated. So this guy gets back his HP. This one loses a little bit of HP. One of the songs had a shout out. Which one?
The previous one at the end of the set.
Oh damn! I'll have to remove it. Fuck it. It can stay. Okay.
And smack him twice. Where'd that roll go? I don't see that roll. I heard it.
Oh, lost connection with the server.
Oh no. Attempting to reestablish.
Quick, everybody, delete the apes. Destroy the blockade.
1 sec, guys.
What the fart? Oh well.
Yeah, so, IP changed back to what it was supposed to be, it looks like.
Nice.
I'm not a big fan.
In the middle of the game.
For real. For real. I try to run one little boss fight.
Does that mean we gotta refresh?
You guys have to refresh, and I'll have to give a new link. One sec, guys. Refresh your drinks. Use the restroom if you need to.
Okay.
Wasn't
the 30,000 port forward with the 7620
the original one?
223 the original one?
Because 3002
was
Misha's
game, and 3001 was
3001
was
My local server jumped IPs when I reset my router.
Okay.
So on my end, some things have changed around. So now I got to go and redo the port forwarding, and now it should be live.
Refreshing.
So is it good?
I'm joining.
I'm connecting currently. It's taking a little bit.
I never hit refresh. Oops. All my windows.
Yeah.
His ape's gone.
There are unfinished tasks in your to-do list. There will always be unfinished tasks in your to-do list.
I'm never getting these tasks done.
All according to Keikaku. I see Sam has rejoined. Let me get the Foundry link just in case.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
Hit the join link. Damn it, just as it loads up. When it does that.
There we go. Okay, looks like everyone is back except for Mish, which makes perfect sense.
I'm not loaded up yet.
Oh, did you try reloading?
Yeah, I went to go hit the join button to like go in front from the whole thing, and then it loaded as soon as I hit the button.
Oh no. All right, because it says you're connected. So let me go ahead and kick you, and go ahead and refresh your page, or
Now
click the link in thingy.
Da-da-da-da-da. It's not saying I'm not, or it's not. It's still saying I'm in, but I can't get in.
It's still saying you're in?
Yeah.
Okay, one sec.
I know. Maybe kick me again?
I can only kick you once. Try a quick reload. That might do it. Okay, I've reloaded the game. Alicia, you might be able to refresh your page.
Still says I'm in.
Okay. Let me try kicking you again.
Okay.
Reload your page again.
I'm still in.
Try, instead of /join, try /game.
Kick me to join. Let's see. Still in.
What is that? Oh, okay.
All right. Alicia, close your browser or close your tab. Then try clicking the link that I put into Gen Chat just now. Or
I hit
Ponder.
paste and go from thing.
Oh, all right.
I have too many tabs to willy-nilly close any of them.
Oh, yeah, too many tabs can be problematic. All right, so it says that you joined.
Loading.
Okay. Have you gotten past the join thing?
I've got the black screen that says I'm loading.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, in the meantime, what I will do
Editor
is
bar. To-do list.
All right, you're in. Great.
It says 100%, but I don't see the map. Whoa, big.
Big map.
Zoom on Leah's token. Opening up player characters. First. Then a Warhammer. Wing. Better.
Okay, 14 to hit the big guy.
16.
16's not going to do it. You swing and you miss.
Aw, first time.
First miss. Okay, Lazenka, Tragos, Red Coat, Lazenka. So we are missing Sam.
I'm still
at the black loading after the last one, so it's going to be a minute.
Okay. You may have to refresh your page. There's been a couple of reloads since then.
After the last drop,
I was waiting for Alicia to get in before I tried refreshing or loading in.
So after she
confirmed she got in, that's when I went to log in.
Oh, it checks out.
And it usually takes
me like a minute to 2 minutes to get logged into it.
But is it my turn?
But is it my turn?
Not quite yet, but you're real close.
Okay.
All right, so this guy's up. What's he gonna do?
I say, when is this guy's turn?
That guy?
Yeah.
Looks like it's a little while from now.
Okay. He's down with the boss.
Yeah, he has to do the thing. Alright, so this guy. Yeah, he sees you, Incognitus, just tearing shit up. So you're going to 5, run into difficult terrain. So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40 gets him here. He's going to use his bonus action to charge you, Incognitus. He is going to just start wailing with all 4 arms. 12. I assume it's not going to hit your AC. One swings up above your head and misses. The second one is a 19 to hit.
On the money.
On the money. So he comes crashing down, his dirty clawed fingers cracking into the side of your helmet for 8 points of slashing damage. Got 2 arms left. 10 is not going to beat your AC.
Nope.
Nor will a 14. So thoroughly frustrated with being unable to hit the tiny target, it makes its 5th attack. Lunges back and attempts to bite your head. Snapping jaws crack down just inches away from your left ear. It howls, grunting, drooling, beating its chest. An ape comes out of hiding. Charges forward, lands in this thicket of difficult terrain, and it can throw a rock. It's going to try to throw a rock at Biff. Does a 22 hit your AC, Biff?
Yes.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage as this pot shot catches you in the fucking ear.
You hit me in the ear! That's a Fight Club reference, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I don't hear the music and I'm sad.
Oh, bummer.
I can hear it. Did you touch the settings?
No.
Well, that's just bogus. Well, maybe it'll show up as the tracks cycle through. Gallium is locked in a deadly back and forth with this guy. He is going to attempt to... he's going to hit him with Warhammer. At advantage. It does not land. Second one does. He swings and cracks his mace across the side of the Barlgur's face for a substantial amount of damage. There's a crack as black blood flies. Now, I believe, Roar, you are up.
Awesome. Okay. So this is where shenanigans happens.
I'm going to pick the
I'm still maintaining concentration. I'm going to pick the
anvil back up,
and then I'm just going to firmly
place it
right
on the
Barlgur's
throat,
and press down and hold it
there.
And
unless he has the ability to
put a
1,000 pounds of force to move it,
that shit
ain't going anywhere.
And
my steel defender is going to rend the attack again.
All right, so he's not on his back. You're attempting to push him over with it to get to his throat. He's sitting upright.
Oh, he sat back up? I thought
he was still prone.
He's prone. He's on his ass.
Oh, I was attributed
prone to being like on your back.
He's rolling around. He's rolling around trying to get up.
Okay.
Then
if he's
actually sitting down, then
I'll use it to
pin one of his legs down
with extra
force.
So it's not something that he can just wriggle free of.
Alrighty.
No, that's probably something Karn would have done in his turn to reestablish the roots and vines.
Oh, the root and vine thing, does that happen just every turn?
It sort of looks like when I glance at the ability.
I think so.
Alright, somebody pick up the description of that. So, 23 is going to hit. You have advantage on the attack.
Yeah, the first one
Alright, so 23 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
9 force damage.
9 force damage, and
I will spend
another use of my arcane jolt.
If this thing would open up
my character sheet properly again.
Stop fighting me. And And
it looks like,
unfortunately, that was a really terrible roll, and it's only 3 additional force damage.
3 additional force damage. All right, so you rend and wallop him as you try to pin him down with the anvil using your telekinetic power.
And to end my turn,
Roar's actually going to pull
out
his
cavalry warhammer,
and that'll be it for me.
Okay. Checking those on telekinesis real quick. Okay. All right, so you don't have 1,000 pounds of force behind that. You have the weight of the anvil. So
right, but as I hold it in place,
I can hold up to the force with the spell. It holds up to the force of 1,000 pounds of force being pushed.
So either you're holding the weight of the anvil, or you're trying to use it against him. In which case, he gets a saving throw. Okay. So he's. Are you choosing to use just the weight of it or the saving throw?
Because I'm trying to hold it in place.
Saving throw.
Okay. I'm going to need to know your spellcasting ability modifier.
My spellcasting ability modifier
is.
I believe it's 8. Yeah, 8.
Right, yeah, 8. Because my spellcasting DC is
16.
16.
16? Okay. Alright, he remains pinned. For now. After which turn, an ape is going to do a thing. He is stunned, and he is prone. He had been attacked by the Brawlura. At the end of his turn, he will be free of the... Oh no, he is confused. So I get to roll a d10 here. And Bonjay, that confusion table.
Yeah.
It's a d10?
Yes, it is a d10.
Alright, what happens on a 9?
It can act and move normally.
Okay. So it acts and moves normally. It is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. That is 40 feet of its movement. It's going to chuck a rock at you. 14.
No.
It's going to be a miss. Leah, you are up.
Nothing really with that yet. Who do I got? And that I can peek around and see. Helps my highlight right character sheet. I'm gonna peek my head around the front of the ship and toss a ray of frost at this fellow.
Okay.
Just to make sure. 15 to hit the big white dude.
That'll hit.
Damage. 13 cold damage.
Which one?
Hmm?
That one there?
Yeah,
14 points of cold damage. Okay.
I'm gonna activate my animated shield because I forgot to do that last round.
Okay, you activate your animated shield and gain plus 2 AC. You pull the shield off of your back and speak its command word. It springs to life, the face animating as it looks about with this reckless, wild, surprised expression, having been awoken from its slumber.
Hey buddy, wake up.
Where's the fire? Where's the fire?
I point around the ship and show the fight.
Dirty the fire. All right, this guy here comes out of hiding. And he is going to try to make his way across from one side of the river to the other. Makes his athletics check and continues to dash forward. This guy here, yeah, he's unaffected. He has not yet been attacked by anything. So he is going to, let's see, and kill a
I
Karn.
thought Karn attacked him.
Yeah, Karn.
Oh yeah, Karn did attack him. He did not get knocked prone, however. So he's going to retaliate against Karn and attack Kal'Thas. Let's see. He's got armor class of 18. Holy shit. One claw attack lands. Third one misses. Fourth one lands true. You see this mechanical Ankylosaurus start to get brutalized. Slam after claw. Finally, not knowing any better, the tusked ape-like creature rears back and bites. Finds purchase, and its teeth crack. It rears back with a howl and a snarl. An ape comes out of hiding. Does not make his athletics check and ends up in the river. And Banjay, you are up.
All right, and Banjay moves just a little bit on the boat. Just for the sake of doing it, holds out his hands. I call on you, skies of the world. Drown my foes in the most wicked wave. Gonna use Tidal Wave.
Tidal Wave. Okay. Go ahead and post Tidal Wave in chat if you haven't already. You conjure a wave that crashes down within the area, 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, 10 feet tall.
I'm trying to...
Those guys there?
I'm actually trying to move that. Hold on.
Sure. Go ahead and move it where you like. You have to make dexterity saves. Ooh.
What's... Shit.
It's the ruler beneath your character icon. There's a little reticule there that you can use to grab it. Or I'm totally mistaken. There you go. That could be both.
Yeah. Okay. That catches who I want.
Okay. So they got to make some dexterity saving throws. This dude is pinned down. So that's going to negate his advantage. Rolls a 16 on die versus your saving throw of 14. Does he take half damage on a save?
On success with half damage.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
18 bludgeoning.
All right. Ape manages to succeed. He takes 9 points of bludgeoning. Was a 16, manages to save. And this Giralon, who was stunned by Vanya earlier, does not save. He takes 18 points of bludgeoning damage and is shaken from his stupor.
And is knocked prone.
And is knocked prone. Okay.
That will be turn.
That is turn. Okay. Big ape. Together, ape strong. He's going to finally get up. He can only move 1, 2, 3, 4. Excuse me. He can only move 4 squares. He's going to throw a rocket biff. 11 to hit.
Misses.
It's going to be a miss. All right, this guy. He is under the confusion spell. Gonna roll a d10. That's a 3.
Sack. Three. The creature doesn't move or take actions this turn.
Does not move, does not take action.
Hey,
Okay.
guess what? He needs to roll a con save.
He's in the hole. Sure. Con save. That's a 10. He's taking full damage.
Taking
What was that magic number?
26
Oh, so
26? Yeah.
he takes 26 points of radiant damage. He is no longer incapacitated, but he is still confused. Megaramos is going to
He
roll a
needs to roll
con
con
save.
save.
What was the number to beat? 16?
Yep.
He meets 16. Oh, hold on. That's a con save. So that's 16. That's 25.
Takes 13 radiant damage.
13 points of radiant damage. All right. On Megramos' turn, he is going to... Well, he's still pinned. Well, that doesn't really mean much to him. With a grunt and a growl, he reaches up a hand and lifts a tiny bead of red light, which then falls onto him. Spellcasters, you know what this is.
Vanya uses counterspell.
Counterspell. All right. The spell is snuffed out instantly. He grunts and growls and uses the rest of his turn. Let's see. Still prone? He's going to lash out. The gorillan behind him has been completely useless. He tilts around and takes a bite out of his ally. As he takes the bite, he sucks against the creature's hip, essentially, pulling off a large slab of flesh. You see his wounds begin to knit, his muscles begin to flex and bulge as he draws the very life out of his minion. Let's see. Envigored, he uses his remaining attack to swing and try to attack Incognitus. At disadvantage, that's going to be a 15 to hit.
It does not hit.
That is not hit.
Biff's going to use Sentinel.
Okay. Biff can use Sentinel. You can make an attack.
I'm actually going to attack with the fighting chain. $16 to hit.
Not good. He's prone. Attack with advantage.
25 to
hits.
hit.
25 hits. 7 points of slashing damage. you take a bite out of crime. You slash into him. Okay.
I know.
Just make sure I didn't miss something.
Just make sure I didn't miss something. So I was distracted for a second. Did both Necromos and the Gorillon take damage from the Moonbeam, or just one of them?
They both took half damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, one took full and the other took half. The big guy took half.
Boss took half, the minion took full, because you said it. He failed his
Okay.
thing.
Yeah. Minion took full. The big beastie took half.
Yeah, I'd only heard one. So
Yeah, I'd only heard one, so I
knew
knew he came before.
Got it.
That's why I was distracted there for a second.
Gotcha. This guy is confused, so he is going to roll a d10. That's going to be an 8. What happens on an 8?
The creature uses action to make a melee attack against a randomly determined creature within its reach. If there is no creature within its reach, this creature does nothing this turn.
All right, it leans over and wails on its buddy for 8 points of bludgeoning damage. Nearly knocks it to the ground. The one beside it begins to sway and flail about aggressively and angrily. Biff, you are up.
All right, Biff's going to step forward. Oh, wrong. There we go. Step forward and immediately close his fist around the chain and just start pummeling the demon monkey.
All right. Let's see. Are you within range of that guy? No, you're not. Okay, go for it. $11.
18 to hit.
18? 18 is just enough.
For 5 points of bludgeoning plus
D4 for enlarge. And a D4 for lightning.
did that. No, it didn't.
Nope. You gotta put a space in there, or slash R space 2d4.
So plus 6 damage.
All right. So as you deal that slashing damage, it hits true.
Welcome back.
However,
That's bludgeoning.
the bludgeoning. As you bludgeon and slash at him, you see. As you bludgeon and electrify him, you see that the lightning crackles along his fur and snuffs out rapidly.
All right. That done, Biff will immediately rear back, and you. Where is it? Scalding breath.
Okay. You can use the scroll button, I believe, to rotate the direction.
If this thing gets out the way. Oh, I can. That's cool. There we go.
Okay, so you catch the demon and his minion in the black. So he will roll flat because he is still pinned. 25 to save. His ally. There's a crit success. So they both twist and turn, trying to avoid the attack. Do they take half on a save?
They take half. Yeah, half.
All right, 16 points of. So that's 8. While the white-furred ape-like Girillon is spattered with your hot steam breath, the demon does not seem as phased. Resistant to flame, the moisture wicks through the fur, and he just growls in your direction.
It's not flame. It's steam, though. We made that distinction.
Oh, right. So he looks confused as you steam him.
This world sure gets
and
curly.
resourceful.
And then with that, Biff's gonna use his burn a key point, and go with flurry of blows.
Okay.
Shit. So many things. 16 a hit.
Misses. You whiff. You got what? 2 more or 1 more?
1 more.
That's gonna hit.
23. And we're gonna use Crusher. Nope, it has to be an unoccupied space, so never mind that. However, I should be able to inflict something on him, stunning him. Yep.
1 key point. Okay. He has to make a Constitution save. So you punch him, you slash him in the gut with your monk weapon, kind of butting him with the back of the haft, and you expect him to cough up spittle and stagger. He just growls. You don't feel that your stunning strike has taken hold.
All right, that's done.
At the end of your turn, one of the apes begins to seize up and cries out before it falls prone on the ground. It becomes stunned as Lumos draws from it the power it had offered. It'll use a brutal action. Nah, not that. No, it's gonna try to bite you. Sorry. Mitch, you were interrupting. What's up?
Hey, I saw that Karn took damage. Wrath of Nature, I believe, is a concentration spell.
Okay. Yeah, last round he got walloped a few times by a giant 4-armed gorilla.
Okay. Without wanting to retroactively do anything, I rolled a Constitution check. I would say Wrath of Nature is down.
Okay, thank you for the heads up. I appreciate the honesty.
All good.
The vines recede into the ground. The rocks no longer tumble from the sky. So, a moment. Alright, so it's not the start of his turn, but he's going to attempt to bite you, Biff. And he's rolling at disadvantage. Does a 16 hit your AC?
It does not.
Damn. Okay. He reaches out and tries to chomp on you and misses. So that's his brutal action. Alina, you are up. You are flanked.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the monkey to my right.
Okay, right monkey. Predecessor to left shark. 24 hits.
Am I flanking with Incognitus?
You are. Roll with advantage. 24 still hits. 6 bludgeoning, 6 radiant.
Plus another 7, so 13 radiant.
Plus 7 radiant. So you crack against the side of its skull, and it lights up with white flame. You have an extra attack?
Yep.
That's a advantage. 24 hits.
5 points
of...
Oh, go ahead.
5 and 2 radiant, and then 7, right?
Yep.
Alright, so 14 points of damage. It's not looking good. You strike it a couple more times, and it looks angry, and it looks to be slowing down. Jackson is up.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Or I could finish
you
my turn.
Sorry, you have bonus movement.
Yep. So I'm gonna go harass the demon. I'll take whatever attack I get from this guy. Opportunity attack.
Okay, you have to move through their spaces, so you have to make a acrobatics or athletics check to muscle your way through.
Okay.
Didn't she flop her wings?
I do. I
Or
have
you
wings,
can
so I
fly
can
over
fly.
them. You
But
can
it's
fly
also
over
a
them.
21 athletics, so I can fly and they don't hit me. Or whatever.
It doesn't work like that.
I mean, they
So,
don't. They
you know-
can't reach me. This guy can't reach me to hit me. The one that's going to get the opportunity attack is going to get the opportunity attack.
Yeah, so he'll get an opportunity attack, and he's going to try to punch at you. So 21 hit your AC.
Question: does she count as within 5 feet of me when this opportunity attack happens?
Nope, she's 10 feet away.
I didn't know where in the movement it happened, so. Because she wouldn't be leaving this one's threatened space until she got here.
I'll allow it.
Advantage on that.
Okay.
I can't seem to move myself
Because the turn rolled
because
over.
it's not my turn anymore.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
Because
Okay,
if Incognitus is going to go fight these little monkeys, I'll go fight the big monkey.
Sure thing. All right. Anything with your bonus action?
Let me check. No, nothing.
Got it. Okay. Jackson's up.
Okay. Any of these small gorillas still up?
They're all up.
Okay. I want to shoot one. I'm going to try to shoot this one.
That should be within range.
Shark, go away. Yeah. That's a wide miss.
6 isn't quite going to do it. Arrow goes flying. All right, so
Jack contributed.
Jack is done. At the top of the round, at initiative 20, you hear the sound in the distance. As a hunting horn blares in the distance. One ape joins the fray, and I gotta roll a D100.
Too many apes.
2 apes join the fray, summoned by the sound of a distant hunting horn. Verdi, you're up.
Alright, so I'm having no luck hitting the big guy, so I'm gonna hit the guy that's next to Incognitus down here.
Go for it.
Is a 15 hit?
15 will hit.
Okay. Alright, he takes 8 radiant damage for the first hit.
All right.
Alright, it's 16 for the second one.
16 hits.
7 radiant.
7 points of radiant damage. You land 2 solid shots in each of the shoulders. You have a bonus action. You have
I really don't have anything else.
Okay.
I mean, I got fleet of foot, but I don't really want to get into the fray, so.
Yeah, that's fair. So, Ape on Ape turn. Let's see. The thorns have receded. It's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to move around to the back of Biff, showing an odd propensity for tactic. And it's going to try to punch you twice. At advantage because it's flanking. Does a 15 hit your AC?
Nope.
Does a 22 hit your AC?
Yes.
All right. You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. As you maintain concentration on your enlarge, you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
So I don't suppose they're in the pool.
No.
I don't think so.
We've been rolling pretty shitty tonight. We used all our good rolls Wednesday.
Yeah, big Sam. My rolls have not been very good. Biff, you feel the magic of Brazen Clout rebuke you, resist you, and you find yourself surrounded by enemies that rapidly grow around you.
Damn it!
Did I roll damage?
Yes, you did.
Right. I thought I did. Yeah, double check.
You did.
Okay. That's it for Ape. You find yourself next to this guy. He's going to use half of his movement to stand up. Oh, Biff, where'd you go?
He got deleted.
I don't know. I was adjusting my HP.
Did you hit delete?
No, I hit enter.
If you hit backspace,
sometimes if your icon is still selected, it'll immediately delete you because it has issues.
I hit enter.
Alright, not sure why that happened. Let me put you back up on the board.
I'm there. I see myself.
Yep, I just gotta put you on the initiative order. Okay. Now that you are small, he is going to start wailing on you. 22 to attack for the first strike.
That hits. I'm gonna use the offensive taijutsu.
Okay, go for it.
See what I have to roll. 1d8.
1d8.
Oh shit! Wrong sheet. Five off of that number.
All right, so instead of taking 10, you take 5 points of bludgeoning. It goes in for the second attack. Does 16 hit your AC?
16 does not.
Okay. With its other two arms, it swings and it swings. 18 to hit.
On the money.
All right, it hits you for 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
So for a total of
11.
11.
Did you just do that?
Yeah. Did that work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. And it makes its final bite attack against you.
Now Karn just disappeared.
Why did Karn disappear?
I might have accidentally pressed something while I had him highlighted.
Alright, well, you'll have to direct your character back out. 14 does not hit your AC, so its jaws miss you.
Wait. When you do so, damage from the attack reduced by 1d10 plus your dex plus your monk level. On defensive taijutsu.
Alright, so you rolled a 5 plus...
Plus
okay,
my...
yeah. So, you do not take that 11 points of damage, you knock him prone. That's going to end his turn.
Alright, so that's still on the 5?
That's on the 5, you reduce it.
Okay, to nothing. Okay. My reaction is spent. Okay, noted.
Okay. When Ape leaps into the fray, runs into flanking with Incognitus. Frederick is up.
Okay, he is going to continue moving. So he actually goes around this top Girlin. So the bottom one gets a attack of opportunity on him.
Alright, so they used their reaction to attack earlier in the round, so you're good.
Oh, perfect. He's going to continue moving.
Continue moving.
All right, that's all for him.
Okay. Alright, this guy... Oh, his prey just got away. So he's going to start wailing on Incognitus. Since the demon is prone, you are not actually flanked. Does a 23 hit your AC? Alicia?
Yeah.
It does? Okay. Alright, I did not hear you. So the third out of the 4 attacks hits. You take 9 points of slashing damage as he cleaves into one of your shoulder plate. He rears back and attempts to take a bite out of you. Rolls a 15. Again, snapping very near to your head, but not quite landing the blow. Vanya, you're up.
Vanya. Okay. Did the... Go ahead.
No, Karn goes before Vanya.
Yep, you're right. So wherever Karn is on the board, feel free to move it above Vanya. Actually, I'll do that.
Oh, yeah.
There you
His, he must have changed when he changed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you... Thank you.
There we go.
Hey.
And you were 1 square down.
Oh, right there?
Yeah, right there.
Okay. All right. That stupid ape is right in the way of me getting closer to do anything. What's my speed in this form? 30 feet. All right, so I move around that Girlin.
All right.
Little monkey can attempt to hit me if he likes.
Yeah, he's going to try. Does an 18 hit your AC?
18 does.
All right, so he rears back and wallops you for 8 points of bludgeoning.
Okay. All right, then I'm going to attack this Giralon. Come on, Tail Whip. 28 to hit.
Yes. All right, so roll damage. He'll roll his save. Holy balls.
Good damage, and I am going to spend a spell slot on my acid damage.
Okay. So he takes he beats your strength save with a 19.
Okay. So acid, I need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
You rolled a 7.
Okay, his AC is reduced by 4.
Holy shit. Okay.
And he can roll again at the start of his next turn. There's also damage on top of this. I'm just calculating that now.
Sure thing. Calculate your damage. Flying rolls on deck.
All right, so in the end, he took 24 bludgeoning and 15 acid.
Okay, so with the splash of acid, it flails and howls, spittle and blood starting to pour out of its maw. It collapses on the ground as the acid dissolves it rapidly.
I give out a loud bleat of triumph and turn to face the next one.
All right, at the end of your turn, one of these guys is going to fall prone as they are stunned. Demon is going to use a brutal action and will take the form of a spell. Yeah. It reaches out, sees what's happening, sees the cluster of creatures in the back row, and it focuses its eyes on Natasha. It whispers arcane phrases and blasphemy as it tries to invade Natasha's mind. I need Natasha to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh.
23.
23. Natasha shakes it off. The demon curses. Vanya, you're up.
Okay, the demon, I was told that I got off that successful ray of enfeeblement. Did he shake that off last turn?
Good question. Is it a Constitution save?
Yes.
He rolled a 25 retroactively. It's at the end of his turn, though, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast it again on him.
Okay. It is a con save.
None in the pool. All right.
So spell attack, 11.
Yeah.
Metagaming Pigeon Cuckoo, magical guidance.
Oh, right. Magical guidance. I just have to spend 1 point for that. Going to go ahead and do that. No, that's even worse. All right. Wasn't meant to be.
He swats at the beam of energy and glowers in your direction.
And I'm going to move. I assume the ship is kind of hovering above us, so I can go under it.
You can go under it.
Well, you never moved. You were actually still on the ship. You disappeared off of the turn order and needed to be put back on the map, so you're still there.
Okay. Then
Sorry.
It's still there.
no worries. In that case, I'm feeling safe on this ship for now.
Okay. So, up next is another 8. Ah, the one that just joined the initiative. All right, so it is going to rush in and let's see. It really can't do much. It's going to get here, and it saw a spellcaster, so it's going to huck a rock at Vanya. 19 to hit.
Oi!
Take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as a slab of stone hurtles toward the side of your head.
Remind me, did you introduce a action that could be taken in game to block and take damage for someone next to you?
I believe so. You can use reaction to tank the full damage.
How much damage was it?
8 points of bludgeoning.
Ooh. No, I'll take that on Vanya.
Okay.
She lets out a sharp little cry.
Yeah, you got a little bit of. You character got deleted.
Oh no.
She got yeeted.
I'm going to disable that players can delete tokens button pretty soon. Y'all have too much power with it.
Thank you.
Now, where the hell is she on the turn? Okay, she is up here. All right, Incognitus, you are up.
Okay. Between the two girl aliens, which one looks worse?
They actually look roughly as bad as the other.
Okay, well, I'm gonna still be including stance. And I'm gonna wail on the boss.
All right, you make an attack at the demon. He's prone, so that's at advantage. 23 hits.
And I'm gonna put the 4 damage on the one at the bottom from cleaving.
You just are a literal whirlwind of attacks.
It's still up after the 4.
It's still up. Like, they look pretty hale. They're roughed up, still rearing to fight.
Well, just I know like some of them have taken a couple hunks of damage, so
Yeah.
I remember how big these things are.
They're pretty big. They are fairly large.
Gonna wail on. It's like repeat the same thing.
All right, 19 hits. All right, you wallop him and deal another 4 damage. The one who took your chip damage is starting to bleed a lot. The pointy end of your warhammer, yeah, it's finding some soft tissue.
And there's not much I can do else because I'm not moving out of this clusterfuck.
All right, so while you were in that clusterfuck, you are flanked by this other small ape. So this guy's going to start attacking you at advantage. That's the wrong button. 13 doesn't hit your AC. Does a 19 hit your AC?
Dot.
On the dot. So the third attack wallops you across your neck and your shoulder, dealing 9 points of slashing damage as his dirty knuckles and claws dig in past your armor. He rears back, whoom, and strikes you true. He crits. For a paltry 14 points of slashing damage. You take 14 points of slashing damage.
So 9 plus 14 or just the 14?
9 plus 14. So 23 total. He's going to rear back and use his final attack to attempt to bite you. 20 hits your AC?
Yep.
Rears back and finally manages to sink his teeth into your shoulder. It's like the sound of 2 cars grinding against one another as your armor buckles and his tusks find flesh. You take 6 points of piercing damage. together, Abe Strong.
Yeah, I was seeing a pattern with that third hit.
Chomp. So this guy, at the end of his turn, is going to shake his stun as the red light again fills his eye. That's it for his turn, though. Gallium is up. It's been working so far. Yeah. He's going to rear back and make some attacks. Thankfully, that's advantage. 14 doesn't hit, however. 24 does. So there's a crack as he lands another blow against the large demon. Roar, you're up.
Okay.
Holding the cavalry warhammer. I'm just going to go move in a straight line and end up temporarily in the same spot as Gallium.
And
I'm just going to move off to the side so I can still interact with it. But because I've moved 20 feet in a straight line, I am fucking wailing with momentum with the cavalry warhammer.
All right, you use your momentum attack to use a D12 instead of the D10.
Yep.
And I assume 21 hits.
21. That's actually going to be 22 because he has natural armor.
I forgot to ask that question. Yeah, 22. Sweet. Awesome. He does have natural armor.
That is going to hit.
So that is
8 bludgeoning damage from a silvered weapon.
His flesh burns and bubbles as the silver makes contact with his flesh. And he makes an audible growl for the first time.
And I will
lay into my attack again.
And
does 18 hit?
18 hits.
Sweet.
Really?
Really?
Another 8 damage.
8 damage
From the silver weapon.
From this weapon.
So he is bleeding. He's bloodied. He's starting to spit black goo. At the end of your turn?
It's not yet
the end of my turn. It's not yet the end of my turn.
Oh, right. You got extra stuff going on.
Yep.
And
Force Empowered Wind. Let's see. 20 or 27. Oh, come on, that's so close to crit. So yeah, I know that hits. And I'll roll damage on the higher one just because.
And that's 12
force damage. And I will do the arcane jolt through that again.
As long as it. Why does it do this?
Oh, why does it
okay,
do
never
this?
mind, I'm not gonna
okay, never mind. I'm not going to use it. Oh, there it is. Yay. That's 16 total force damage from the Steel Defender using it.
Excellent. You just run in there and wail on the guy, duck out of the way, and Evard just starts walloping and wailing on him. I can't see you on the map. Did you?
Yep. Nope.
Did you? Your character sheet?
Yep. Nope.
My character sheet would.
My character sheet would be shortly after I hit Arcane Jolt, so I don't know what happened there.
All right.
But I should be right.
I should be right next to Gallium at the end of my turn.
So right there.
Right.
I don't know why this fucking thing keeps popping out.
Right here.
All right. So go ahead and roll initiative.
And I was
in a 12 or 11. One of those two.
All right. That puts you back in the spot.
Cool. Yep, that's my turn. I'm
Cool.
out.
Yep, that's my turn. I'm out.
Cool beans. At the end of your turn, that ape that had just gotten back from being stunned is stunned again as the demon pulls from it more of that demonic energy. And is going to lunge out and attempt to bite Alina at disadvantage. So, first attack was a crit. However, it's at disadvantage. Second attack is a 27 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Whew. All right, so he reaches out and hastily snaps and bites and tries to find purges on anyone. He's going rabid. He's going furious. He finally manages to reach out and take a chunk out of your hip. His tusks sink in and puncture your armor for 24 points of piercing damage. You see the blood and marks and bruises on his face begin to slowly recede, his vitality returning to him. Alright, so that's his brutal action. This guy is still stunned. He's going to try to shake his stun. No, he is confused. Let's roll a d10. Bungie, what's a 9 do?
Doesn't he just go about normally?
Yeah, you're right.
Alright, so he's going to use half his movement to get out of prone. He's going to charge Biff and try to attack Biff at advantage. 2 fist attack. First one's a 20, second one's a 17.
First hits, seconds does not.
Alright, you take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as a monkey's uncle pounds you from behind with a sucker punch. Now in the fray, this guy sees what's going on, summoned to the fight. Those red eyes burning. He sees a group of smaller creatures, and like the bully he is going to charge and begin attacking the first thing that he sees. In this case, Leah. First attack is a 20 to hit Leah.
Shield.
Shield. Alright, does that increase your... That will increase your AC by 5.
Okay.
Which brings you
Oh,
to
I thought it was
18.
23.
Holy shit, you are decked out for an elf. Alright, that's gonna miss. Second attack. It's a 24 to hit.
That one hits.
That one hits. You take 8 points of slashing damage as he continues to attempt to brutalize, claw, and rake those nasty clawed fingers against you. Third one is a 13, does not hit. Fourth is a 21, does not hit. He rears back and tries to take a bite out of you. And only lands an 8. You came off pretty well. Leah, you're up.
Okay, first thing I gotta do is make that Constitution saving throw because you got hit. What's my number to beat?
So you have to beat a 10 or an 8. So 10.
Nope.
No. Moonbeam fizzles out.
Well, that sucked. It only got one turn off. Oh well.
I feel you.
I'm gonna pop mass healing word. Well, first I'm gonna deduct that shield because I used one. I'm gonna use mass healing word. Basically, let's see. Let me count how many people need healing. There's 6 people that need healing, and they're all within a 30-foot radius.
All right. Choose your targets and roll your healing. 20 points. Wow.
Buddy. Well, every friend that's... Because I'm... According to this, there's 6 people in the party that have missing HP, so...
Yeah, so there's Vanya, there's you, there's Alina, there's Incognitus, and Biff. Alright, yeah, they all get plus 20. Let me reply that. 1 sec.
Sweet, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Cool.
Alina just disappeared again.
No, you mean
Sorry.
Vanya?
Vanya. I haven't disappeared at all.
It's that backspace thing.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll advantage, and we'll figure out where you went in initiative shortly.
And then... Bonus action, I'm going to cast Shillelagh.
Alright, Shillelagh.
Huh. I'm gonna try something.
Do you remember where you were in initiative?
Vanya was right
After
after
Karn.
Karn and the Garland
after Karn.
came between them.
Okay. Delete object. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if I configure that, if that'll actually make game reset, so I'm gonna hold off on doing that for now.
No, we can do it on our end.
Oh, you can actually adjust your controls on your end? That would be useful. Alright, this guy joins the fray. Then dash, and... Not gonna dash. He's gonna move here. He's gonna stay there. Stay over here is... This dude gets washed away by the river. He's gone. Goodbye.
Okay, did you just skip over Mbanje?
Did you?
I sure did. I sure did. And Banji, you're up.
Speaking of, you're at full health.
Okay. Alright, done. Mbanje sees these people encroaching. He's gonna actually jump into the fray, hold his arms out, and right there, thunder wave.
All right. Now keep in mind the one with the big skull is dead.
Yes.
Okay.
That's a 15-foot. I don't want to hit him. I'd rather hit Biff than
Go for it.
yeah.
Don't worry about me. I can take it.
Whew! Max damage on that. So let's hope Biff saves.
22 points. All right. So the first thing that happens is that these two apes are obliterated. The loud crackling boom just rends them flesh from bone. The Giralon, he saves. Half damage? Half damage.
Have
is
that
damage.
damage.
Okay. So 22, that's going to be 11.
Biff has advantage because evasion.
So evasion?
On the
I don't think it's...
Evasion is an advantage. It's if you succeed in your save, you negate all damage.
I'm sorry. He has something for if there's something happening. hell is it?
I know Jaeger had danger sense.
Maybe okay. Maybe I was thinking of Jaeger then. Okay.
You can spend, let's see. Let me check out the vision real quick, because I think you can take half damage.
Well, yeah, that's.
Yeah, so you take half damage regardless.
Yeah. Also, I have the, I'm resistant to that.
You're
No.
you're resistant to lightning, right?
To
now.
lightning, yeah. Okay.
Yep. Hey, something you got in common with the demon.
All right, so that's 11 damage.
All right, so you take 11 points of damage. No, Biff does.
All right. With those people dead, he's gonna actually just hold. Actually, no, he's gonna walk over the corpse of this one because fuck this guy. Well, he didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, just gonna delete the token.
Right. All right, and hold there.
Hold there. Okay. All right, so Ape. He had his power drained from the demon, and will, on the end of his turn, shake off the stunned condition. That's it for him. This guy over here is still confused. Let's roll a d10. That's a 1. What happens on a 1?
On 1, move in a random direction.
All right, let's see.
Roll a d8 and decide the direction to each die face. So let's call 1 north.
And clockwise?
Yeah.
8.
So north, west.
All right, so he cannot go into that space.
All right, then that's it. Does not take an action this time.
Does not take an action. All right. So start of the turn, the demon. All right. He starts getting reckless. Frothing at the mouth, spitting, bleeding. He is going to make a multitude of attacks. First, reaching out to attempt to attack the tiny, pint-sized piece of halfling garbage that had struck him and cracked his tusk. That is a crit.
At disadvantage?
At disadvantage?
He is reckless. That cancels out disadvantage. Attacks against him will be at advantage, but he's already prone.
Okay, just double checking.
Okay, just double checking.
What damage am I taking?
Incognitus, you take 36 points of piercing damage as his tusks sink into your metal hide. As he drains the lifeblood from the wound, you see his lip begin to mend, his bruises begin to fade away. He's going to use, let's see, he will replace one of his attacks. And let's see. He reaches out toward Roar, and a series of dark, twinkling stars spread from his fingertips and begin to encircle Roar's skull. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh man, counterspell would have been nice
Man,
right there.
counterspell would have been nice right there.
Wisdom save you said?
Wisdom save you said?
Vanya's turn did come up. I will counterspell it.
Counterspell. Excellent. You counterspell, and Let's see. Counterspell, it works against spells of which level?
I am going to cast it at a 4th level because I'm a multi-class and I have 1 4th level slot with no spells. So
Okay. So you cause the stars to snuff out. They fizzle.
Clutch save.
Nice.
Clutch save.
All right. So with that attack diminished, he will make his final attack against Alina. It's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That hits.
Oh, yeah, it's still got reckless. Full turn.
Oh, that can't be right.
What do you mean?
No, I'm looking at his damage output. Holy shit, a 1 and a 2 on die? You're kidding me! Alright, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. And that's gonna be his turn.
Only 8 points.
It's
Congratulations.
roll so low. That can't be right.
That can't be right. No, it's right. It's just... It's almost Snake Eyes. Alright. He is still incapacitated due to Vanya's spell earlier at the start of the game. Did you manage to maintain concentration when you were attacked by that rock?
Let me find out. Actually, hold on a second. Hypnotic pattern is not concentration because the pattern shows up and then vanishes.
Oh shit, so he's just stunned until someone hits him. That's great. Is there a save at the end?
Yes. Failed save, charmed, while charmed, he's incapacitated. Spell, oh, no.
Okay, he's shut down. Don't touch that one. Alina, you are up and able to reciprocate.
No, Biff
Biff
is
is
up.
actually up. Everyone keeps deleting themselves from the board, so the turn order got messed up.
Okay, so Biff is supposed to be above Alina.
Yeah.
Let me drag you down a lot.
I posted instructions on how to do away with that deleting thing in Loose Cannons.
Alright. Biff's gonna just go ahead and start wailing against the Giralon ahead of him.
Hey, isn't that the stunned one or the incapacitated one?
The one that's has the
Prone.
prone, yeah.
So you're attacking at advantage. That's a crit. One in the pool.
That's a crit. With that damage and sneak attack, and
Your sneak attack damage is also maximized.
all right, cool. And pressure also applies here. I know it does. When you So yeah, there we go. Oh, well, shit, that doesn't help. It's already doing things.
Alright, so the creature made of advantage until the start of your next turn. You move it. It's no more than one size category. It's only one size category bigger. So you can push it. Our total damage. What's our total damage for that?
So again,
What's our total damage for that?
So the roll is 1d.
You know what? Don't worry about it. It's going to be 10, 6,
I'm
7,
sorry.
8. And then... So 18 points of damage. He is pushed 5 feet. You still have movement, so you can pursue.
Yeah, I can't select.
Oh, sorry. All right, cool.
Doing the pool.
Doing a
Doing a
pull. So max damage all the way through. No. Oh, and goddamn. Oh, that's why it rolled the extra thing because of That's not what I wanted. Because of the Stones of Chaos.
All right. So 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus your 19. So that's 20 points of damage.
How dead or alive does it look?
Extremely dead.
Cool. Biff's gonna run back, jump over here, key point, and go for a repeat performance.
Alrighty.
Advantage, remember.
Yep, 22 to hit.
22 is going to hit.
For 11 total.
19 hits. Roll again.
For 11.
I was gonna say roll with advantage. You become a crit.
Okay, so you rapidly undo what good that last bite attack had done for the demon. So Alina, now you're up.
Clarifying question. For people who have played, probably Mish. Is Smite a bonus action only if I cast the spell, or is it bonus action no matter what?
No, Smite does not consume an action. You can Smite normally whenever you hit. It's only the special spell smites that cost bonus actions.
Okay, sweet. So first I'm gonna hit the demon.
Go for it. He is, you have advantage. That hits.
And then I'm gonna do a level, it's level 2 smite. Sorry, I got a bunch of error messages all at once.
I believe you should get a bonus because he's a demon.
You get an additional D8, D6, whatever damage you do, you get 1 extra D.
Yeah.
D8.
Yeah.
So 3D8.
She did that second level, so 48.
Do that second level to 48.
Yep.
So 8 bludgeoning, then an extra
19.
No, stop. 8 radiant plus 7 radiant plus 19 radiant.
Right, because of Radiant Soul. Got
Yeah.
it.
So 8 plus 7 is 15. 15 plus 19 is a lot. I need a calculator.
34.
Yeah, 15 and
34.
19.
15 and 19, I believe, is 34.
Correct.
Wait, did we roll real dice?
Huh? What do you mean?
There was a 15 and a 19 in there.
Yeah?
Oh, 8 and the 7 and the... Okay. Okay, cool. So you rear back with your mace and you call upon your divine power, and there's this flash and a crack as the sky seems to dim momentarily as you are suffused with radiant energy. How would you like to do this?
Oh, shit.
I am just gonna summon the power of the Raven Queen and just bash this thing's chest in.
You
Power of
rear
ravens compel you.
back. You rear back and you see him look at you. You hear in the back of your mind, know that this means nothing. I will be back. I have tasted you and I will find. Your mace caves his chest in, and there's this crackle of not light. The energy that pours out of your mace is an inky, sharp, edgy darkness that reaches and lashes and seems to infest the flesh of the Belgora. before breaking out of his skin, severing him, rending him, tearing him literally to pieces. The flames in his wide eyes flicker out as his jaw goes slack, and he rapidly crumbles and collapses in on himself like a black hole.
As he crumbles, I'm just gonna spit on him and go, "Yeah, come back and bite my ass whenever you like." I get another attack, so I'm gonna go attack the guy behind me.
Yeah, sure, go for it. That hit.
6 bludgeoning and 9 radiant.
Gotcha. You wallop him across the face and give him pause. He looks confused and then angry. It looks down at you and snarls. Jackson, you are up.
Okay. Jackson, what's going on with this monkey?
Ping it. It looks very confused. Its eyes are blinking. It's rubbing its face. It's on the ground. It's just kind of like... Wait, hold on. No, that one is still mesmerized by the hypnotic pattern.
Oh, he's the mesmerized one, so the other one is the confused one.
Yeah. That one's stunned.
All right, and this monkey, how's he looking?
Very confused. It's blinking. It's wiping its eyes. It's looking about. It looks at the 2 Giralon beside it and cowers.
Okay. He's going to attack. What's the status on this Giralon, the one next to him?
He's looking pretty roughed up. He's confused. He's making very erratic gestures, lunging forward and stopping, twisting around, chasing something that's not there. It's bleeding. It's bruised. Its tusks are cracked.
All right. Karn's going to need something to charge into in a moment, so I'll leave him be and just attack the one next to Incognitus that Alina just attacked.
Okay.
Short bow, go!
Short
Hey,
bow,
23.
Go. 23 hits.
4 piercing damage.
4 points of piercing damage. One of the arrows
Thunk.
just jams out of its shoulder. It looks around. It grunts and does not seem to know what to do with the arrow.
Good job, Jackson.
This guy just fucking runs away. Verdi, you are up.
Right, I'm the one that went after Leah. I'm gonna shoot that one.
Go for it.
So 22 hit.
22 hits.
Alright, that's 8 radiant.
Alright.
I'm gonna shoot him again.
Solid shot.
Was a 19 hit.
Sure does.
Alright, 10 more points of radiant damage.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to order Natasha to run and pounce on him. To, like, try and knock him over.
Got it.
Off of the boat. There's 2 in the pool, right?
2 in the
Yes.
pool.
Alright. So 24 hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, he needs to make a strength saving throw because she pounced. He needs to make 14.
He does not make it. I'm gonna roll damage too.
Alright, he is prone. Alright.
So roll damage for the first attack, then you can make a second attack at advantage.
Right, that is 11 slashing.
11 points slashing damage.
And then she's going to try and make a bite attack. With her.
Advantage.
So 28 hit.
Yes.
Alright, so 6 plus 9. 12 piercing.
12 points of piercing damage. It bleeds as it is knocked prone and bit into. Alright, Frederick is up.
Frederick is kind of in position. He's can't get back on board the ship, so he's going to come over here and plant his shield on the ground.
Alright. Fred is a good shield wall. He does his best. Alright. This guy here, he is going to run. He's going to disengage and run.
I was gonna say if it didn't disengage, all I'd try to do is slap it on the ass to make it run faster.
This guy here, he is still engaged with the tiny one. It's going to move into flanking and attempt to brutalize you with its companion. $14 does not hit your AC. 25 does. Take 5 points of slashing damage as it rakes against your armor, which is looking pitted and beat up. Does 20 hit your AC?
Yep.
You take an additional 5 points of slashing as its final claw attack manages to find purchase. It rears back for 22.
Hit.
It crunches down on your shoulder for 10 points of piercing damage, puncturing the armor.
Good thing I'm pretty much next.
Good thing you're pretty much next. Vanya, you are up.
I believe it should actually be Karn. He got deleted earlier, and I put him back
Okay.
on the board.
All right, can you roll initiative for him so I can move him? Thank you. Did you roll initiative?
I thought I did.
You
Karn, there he is.
We rolled for biffs and buttons.
Oh yeah. I forget where Biff was. Biff was
Right where it needs to be.
Right where he needs to be. Fantastic. Good. All right. So, Karn, you are up.
All right, so he was actually right there. Let's see here. Okay, I can't go that way without stepping on Mbanje, so he is going to go charging into the Girlon down there. And as he, yes, I'm attacking the confused one. As I approach, I just kind of duck down and spin to slam my tail around into him.
Go for it.
And Kylo Karn, go. 25 to hit.
All right, was it 21 versus your strength save?
Okay.
That's a lot of damage.
So he succeeded against that. However, I am tossing some acid damage on.
All right. He looks fucked up from the tail attack.
He's got -4 AC, and I'm going to toss a 3rd level on this. Which means 3d6.
3d6. Roll high.
8.
Okay. As acid splashes upon its form, it howls as its flesh begins to bubble and sizzle and burn and falls to the ground. Is that all Angular Source can do?
Yep. Movement, attack, no bonus to worry about, so Vanya's turn.
Vanya is up.
All right, big threat's done. She kind of sighs with relief at that, but there's a bunch of these guys to deal with. So she is going to... All right. She is going to target... Oh, I don't have any more 2nd level spells. All right. She is just going to use her action to cast a cantrip, and then her bonus action will be to double it up.
Got it.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to do 2 firebolts. And I'm going to target the Girlan next to Incognitus. That one.
Okay.
All right, so I believe from my level, it's 2d10.
Got to roll to attack.
Yeah,
first.
I got to roll to attack first. There we go,
21
21 to
hits.
attack.
So 2 to 10 takes 11 points of fire damage for the first. And
I'm sorry,
8
I just
points for
clicked
the
that
last one.
button, but
Okay. So it is engulfed in flame. As it is set ablaze. It falls to the ground after your 2nd attack. And goes still.
oh, I still got to roll for the 2nd attack. 16.
Oh, isn't that the 8 there?
No, I rolled the damage on accident for that 1st attack.
Oh, got it. Well, there we go. It's dead.
Good for me.
All right. This guy's going to run. Which leaves Incognitus. You are up. You are... It is not a target-rich environment anymore. Just one target.
Yeah, just one target, but I'm gonna use my bonus. I'm gonna need my bonus action to 2nd wind
Fighters, man.
because 6 HP out of 88.
Oh, yeah, you're looking pretty rough.
2nd wind. Click that. That doesn't automatically do it if I click that. Okay, so I gotta go over here.
1d10 plus your fighter level. I might be able to program that in later.
It's saying 1d12. Well, either way, I'm gonna roll it manually because Lily is within 50 feet, so advantage on that.
Gotcha.
1d10 versus 1d10. I'm gonna take a 6.
All right, so you take, you gain 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 HP. You are sitting pretty at 19 HP. You steel yourself, you take a breath, you do a little bit of a hop on your feet. You can do this all day. You can do this all fucking day. You've been through this shit before.
I glare up at the Girline and wail on it.
All right. You proceed to knock your blood off of its face. Roll damage.
And
Crack across the face.
And repeat.
All right, it's still standing. There's one left in the pool.
Does anyone mind?
Not at all.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
do it.
Nice. Roll damage.
And after I wail on it this time, if it's not dead, I just... never mind. I was going to say, I scream at it.
So the first attack, you crack it across the face. It shakes to the left, its neck snapping to the side. It slowly starts to turn back to you, and you just let out this tiny, rage-filled bellow. Draw back, and crack! It spins 180 degrees before falling flat on its chest.
Say, make eye contact with the two gorillas behind it. And
Speaking of
glare.
the gorillas behind it, this one is going to shake off the stun finally, and it's going to run. It sees no means of escape and will dart off to the river. Karn, you can make an opportunity attack if you so choose.
Yeah.
It dives into the water and is
Swims
pleased.
to freedom.
Swims to freedom. It begins to swim to freedom. Gallium. Gallium is up. He looks about, sees the situation, sees there is one more monkey. He will attack the monkey. Cracks it against the side of its face for 8 points of bludgeoning. Comes down with the warhammer again and strikes him in the back of the head. It reels for a moment, flailing about on the ground. Not quite dead, but very badly wounded. Roar, you are up.
Alright. Is that 20 feet? No, it's not 20 feet. I'm going to run up
and
with two hands on.
I know the boat is floating.
I know the boat is floating 5 feet off the ground, so I can fit underneath it right now. And I'm just going to
use
my attack with my cavalry warhammer.
It's at advantage. It's prone. Darn, has 19 hits.
All right.
And then
this is versus
because I'm using both hands, it's 1d10. So 11 damage on the first hit, bludgeoning.
With a satisfying splat, you strike the cavalry hammer into its chest and cave it in.
All right.
With that, I will back up 10 feet.
And start heading
towards the cages.
And
I will instruct Evrard to go to the cages as well as a defender.
All right. Leah, as it comes to your turn, your keen elven eyes find the multitude of apes in the distance looking confused, scared, surprised.
I will make a statement about how when the demon monkey was banished or defeated or whatever, its hold on the animal seems to have faded.
I don't hold it against the animals for being animals. Let's let them run away.
I give out a bleat of agreement.
Indeed. The spell is broken. Be free.
I'll make
As
my way
you-
this way.
As the party begins to disengage from combat, you give pause, a little bit of breathing room, and the apes begin to bolt.
Biff gives chase. Come back.
Oh, son. I meant for Mbandi to go over there. Oh, you look kind of messed up under that. Here, let me help you out a little bit. Mbadi's just gonna touch Incognitus' shoulder, cure wounds. Let's go at 2nd level. It's a little help out. So 12 HP restored, plus Leah's aura, I suppose.
Leah's aura is whenever someone rolls hit dice.
Okay, so
That'll come into play at the short rest. Because during short rest, you also get a freebie.
Oh geez, well, there's your 12, just so you can breathe a little easier.
Okay. You find yourselves in a relatively quiet camp. Looking about, you see the number of cages. There are more cages than there are people stowed away in them. There are multiple signs of people having been here in some form or another prior. You see, as the dust settles, there are signs of dried blood. There are a number of bones that are littered and scattered in the sand. The boat currently sits next to a fire pit with a used spit atop it, currently unoccupied. The 2 humans within the cages look to be in rough condition. They are dirty, they are bruised, they are the Rangers. You can tell by the cut of their cloth and their armor, which is torn and damaged to near uselessness. 2 women, sure, dark of skin. One bears a terribly swollen black eye, and the other looks to be in relatively fine shape, but she is shaking in fear. Alina, you reach out a hand to grasp the woman next to you, and she looks at you with one eye, the other still very, very swollen, and takes you by the hand, understanding what you are doing.
Are they still in cages?
They are still in the cages. You guys have not yet broken them out.
So, question for you. Since I'm still attuned to acid, can I rear back a little bit and lay one palm, one foreleg on the top of each cage in a back corner and just press down and slowly melt my way through the cages?
Yeah, it'll take you a little while.
He's Karn. He's not that smart.
I was gonna say, nibble on the lock. Find the lock and nibble on it.
Yeah, just
bite
the lock.
You could just bite the lock.
And Kylo Karn kind of grumbles a little bit and will shoulder his way around to focus on the locks.
So which one of you is Humphrey's mom?
The woman holding your hand squeezes it. Audrey Birchwood. I'm glad he's okay.
He's a very good.
I think you guys were
very good snuggler.
So I've been told. I was starting to wonder if no one was ever going to come. She watches on as Karn begins to nibble and snap away at the locks. The other woman in the cage, she watches on cautiously, still rather shell-shocked, having seen what happened and having dealt with the ordeal. Roar, as you look about the cages and see, you get the lay of the land, you start to investigate, you find that the back of her head is rather quite swollen. Are you trained in medicine?
No, not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. It does look like she sustained some kind of head injury, the damage of which you were not entirely certain of, but she does seem shaken, very shaken.
Leah.
Alina, as you hold on to Audra's hand, you do see that the black eye starts to recede. And color starts returning to her face.
We were pretty beaten up yesterday, even after we found your camp. So we slept as short a time as we could, then made our way here in our speedboat. And she'll point to the airship.
Audrey glances in the direction of the boat and just gives you a couple of short nods. Eventually, the locking mechanism, the padlock, cracks and falls to the ground, and Audrey steps out. Leah, you approach. You begin to look this other woman over, going through just your step-by-step triage. You find that her eyes are not quite dilating or contracting right, and you recognize quickly that she's concussed or suffering from a recent concussion. She's quite literally rattled, and you understand maybe why she's not talking. So
is something that cure wounds will help, or is that?
Oh yeah,
okay.
Cure wounds can help. Alina, you wanted to do 15 HP for each of them, right?
Yep.
So after you pull away from Audrey and she comes out, you start reaching around looking to make contact with the other woman. Leah, you begin to prepare to cast a spell, but Alina's already in there, suffusing the young woman with divine light. Her eyes start to level out, and she takes a few leveling breaths. Oh. Is it over?
It is.
She shakes her head, and Karn, you begin working on the lock, starting to break it open. And once the doors open, the other woman steps out and starts to run her hands through her hair, holds herself really close and still shaking, but looking a lot more together. So, as we approach the 11:30 mark, I'd like to call it here. I'm starting to peter out. You pick game up in 2 weeks, and in the meantime, I am going to take a wrench to this game in a few different forms.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for game tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks
again.
for holding it
Thanks for
together with duct tape and dreams.
Duct tape and dreams. So, like a quick post-mortem, that fight was a hard fight. That was a very hard fight, and you guys did a lot to shut down what could have been extremely lethal. I had a feeling you guys would pull shenanigans, but that was kudos. Very well done. That said, those of you who are below level 9 gain a level.
Hey.
Hey.
Woo!
So,
Where it says
Alina,
what my level is.
Alina from 7 to 8, Incognitus from... Alina, you should be level 8 already.
Yeah, we guessed what level my character was because my character sheet didn't show it.
Oh, it says right there next to Paladin. It says 7.
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
up to 9,
So,
I guess? I'll just make the jump.
Yeah, so you'll jump up to level 9. I think level 7, it was just like you got more HP or something. Something silly like that, because Paladin. So Incognitus from 7 to 8, and Banjay from 7 to 8. We will touch base on that between sessions.
Sweet.
I might change my sheet loadout to figure out how to level up.
Yeah, so leveling up, you're going to want to do it through the Plutonian Importer, just because I don't a lot of you guys are using like extended non-SRD classes. So if you're not using an SRD class, it won't be available in the core Foundry rules.
Well, Incog is a fighter, so.
With a subclass.
Well, either way, I gotta figure out where to press that button to even say, hey, I'm level 8 now.
Yeah, so I'll walk you through that later on, unless you'd like to do it now. No, it's late. We can walk you through that later on.
I also would like to find that button at some point.
All right. Well, real quick then. One moment here.